$1 million sounds like a fortune. But after taxes, Medicare, and inflation, how much can a retired couple actually spend each month? Today, we're going to answer that question with one clear example. Meet John and Linda. They're both 65, newly retired, and have exactly $1 million invested in a balanced retirement portfolio. They own their home, but they still pay property taxes, insurance, utilities, food, transportation, and health care. They also receive Social Security. We'll calculate their portfolio income, add their benefits, subtract the most important retirement costs, and arrive at a realistic monthly number. This is an educational example, not personal financial advice, because taxes, benefits, investments, and healthcare costs are different for every household. The first mistake is treating $1 million like a checking account. If John and Linda simply divided that money across 30 years, they would get about $33,000 per year. But that calculation ignores investment growth, inflation, and the danger of poor market returns during the first years of retirement. Their portfolio must continue working while they withdraw money from it. The goal is not to spend the $1 million as quickly as possible. The goal is to turn those savings into dependable income without taking an unnecessary risk of running out of money. For this example, we'll use a starting withdrawal rate of 3.9%. This is not a guarantee. It's simply a planning benchmark for a roughly 30-year retirement using a diversified portfolio and regular adjustments. 3.9% of $1 million equals $39,000 during the first year. Divide that by 12, and the portfolio provides $3,250 per month before taxes. Notice what just happened. A seven-figure retirement account did not produce $10,000 every month. Under this cautious starting assumption, it produced $39,000 for the entire year. $1 million portfolio gives them $3,250 a month. Helpful? Yes, but that is only the first piece of their retirement income. Now we add Social Security. As a simple national benchmark, the estimated average monthly benefit for a retired couple receiving benefits in 2026 is approximately $3,208. John and Linda's actual benefits could be higher or lower depending on their individual work record and the age at which they claimed Social Security. Add $3,208 of Social Security to $3,250 from the portfolio. Their total gross monthly income is now approximately $6,458. On an annual basis, that is about $77,500. That sounds comfortable, but gross income is not the same as spendable income. Some Social Security benefits may be taxable. Withdrawals from a traditional IRA or 401k are generally taxable, while qualified Roth withdrawals are treated differently. State taxes also vary. For a married couple with this level of income, federal income tax may be relatively modest, but the final amount depends heavily on where their $1 million is actually held. $1 million in a Roth account is not the same as $1 million in a traditional IRA, and neither is the same as $1 million held in a regular brokerage account. Next, we need to subtract Medicare. In 2026, the standard Medicare Part B premium is $202.90 per person per month. For John and Linda together, that is $405.80 every month, usually deducted directly from their Social Security benefits. But Part B is not their entire healthcare budget. They may also pay for prescription drug coverage, a Medigap policy or Medicare Advantage costs, dental care, vision care, hearing care, co-payments, and services that Medicare does not cover. Those additional expenses vary too much from one household to another, so we will keep them visible as a separate part of their monthly budget. After the standard Part B premiums, they have approximately $6,050 left. But taxes, additional healthcare costs, and everyday living expenses still have to come out. Here's the practical answer. John and Linda's gross monthly income is approximately $6,458. After subtracting two standard Medicare Part B premiums, they have approximately $6,052 remaining. After allowing for federal income tax in this simplified example, their spendable income could land near $6,000 per month. That figure is before state taxes, supplemental medical coverage, and additional out-of-pocket healthcare expenses. So $1 million, combined with average Social Security benefits, may provide approximately $6,000 per month at the beginning of retirement. But John and Linda still need a realistic household budget. Now let's see what $6,000 could actually pay for. Suppose John and Linda spend $1,600 on housing, including property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and utilities. Food and household purchases take $900, transportation costs $600, additional healthcare expenses take $700, travel and entertainment take $800, phones, clothing, gifts, and miscellaneous expenses require another $600. Their total monthly spending is approximately $5,200. That leaves about $800 of breathing room. But if they still have a $2,000 mortgage, support an adult child, or face expensive prescription costs, the same $1 million can suddenly feel much smaller. Inflation is the next test. $6,000 today will not buy the same lifestyle 15 years from now. Their withdrawal plan must allow spending to increase over time, without automatically raising withdrawals after a severe market decline. The first 5 years of retirement are especially important. If the market falls early, and John and Linda continue selling investments at the same pace, they may permanently damage their portfolio. One practical defense is keeping 1 or 2 years of planned portfolio withdrawals in cash or short-term high-quality investments. They can refill that reserve after stronger market periods instead of being forced to sell stocks during every downturn. The result is better understood as a range, not one perfect number. A cautious household might begin closer to $3,000 per month from the portfolio, preserving more flexibility for a long retirement. Our middle example begins at $3,250 per month. A more flexible household may spend more during strong market years, but it must also be willing to reduce travel, gifts, and other optional expenses after weaker returns. The most dangerous mistake is not choosing the wrong decimal point. The real danger is assuming that the same withdrawal can increase forever, regardless of market returns, inflation, taxes, and healthcare costs. Before retiring, calculate 4 numbers. First, your guaranteed monthly income from Social Security and pensions. Second, a reasonable starting withdrawal from your investment portfolio. Third, your unavoidable costs, including housing, Medicare, insurance, food, and transportation. And fourth, your flexible spending for travel, entertainment, gifts, and hobbies. Then, test your plan against higher inflation, a market decline during the first year, and one spouse living into their 90s. If the plan still works, your $1 million is not merely an impressive account balance. It has become a usable retirement system. For John and Linda, the answer is approximately $6,000 per month. Not unlimited luxury, but a comfortable retirement supported by a disciplined plan. Your number may be different, and that difference matters. Check your own Social Security estimate, identify which accounts will fund your withdrawals, and calculate the actual cost of your health care coverage before choosing a retirement date. If this example helped you understand what $1 million can really provide, subscribe for the next practical retirement breakdown, and tell me in the comments what monthly income would make you feel financially secure in retirement.